I'm a fucking machine, I don't stop. I can't get sleep, I can't calm down. Machine, I don't stop. This shit crazy, I'm getting all kind of dope. I'm a fucking machine, I don't stop. I can't get sleep, I can't calm down. Machine, I don't stop. Yeah, we on that shit. Play with your life, you get killed.
Drawers is off white, smoke a sour L shatter in the office is a vice. All my shit is nice, you can't ignore the shit I write. Every bar sharp like I'm in my notebook, carving with a knife, yikes. Refer to Mac, but the 40 will suffice. Pop him twice, I'ma cut off the nigga lights. Went to the Gucci store and bought all the shit I like. It ain't too many niggas that go harder on the mic, right? More steroids till niggas overdose, cause it's
Wolf of Fantasy Sports bringing you the DFS Wolfpack for the 10-20 NBA slate. Looking over last night, you can see what I put up at Amari Cooper in a few spots. Big on Kelsey, Hunt, and I ran out Alex Smith. Overall, one of the best games we've seen all season for NFL football. And who would have thought? The Raiders with the comeback, Derek Carr healthy. A lot of people in my season long dropped Amari Cooper. I picked him up in two of the leagues that I seen where he was dropped. And I had him last night. And I know the people that was facing me is real salty right now. And I know they upset. They know they already lost because I got Freeman and I got Ezekiel Elliott in one out of two of those contests in the league. And in the other one, I think I got McCaffrey or I'm going to run out Carlos Hyde. So, yeah. To whoever's facing me in the league this week, I feel bad for you. In 2 out of the 4, I pretty much got locked up with Amari Cooper. Unless the unthinkable happens. So, we'll see. DFS Wolfpack. Last night, I went light on Valanciunas. That was the death of me right there. I only cashed in the lineup where I did have Valanciunas. And Tim Hardaway Jr. recommended him yesterday. He was not good. He just got off to a bad start, and he couldn't make a shot to save his life. Roberson defense, you know, OKC looks good. OKC looks good. I knew it was a tough matchup, but I thought home game, he'd want to come out, and he just looked horrible. So be careful with him. I need his price to go down before I throw him out there again. Looking at the league, we're up to 46 members now. Looking to get some of these contests filled. We got the NBA tip-off tonight, 7 p.m. Need one more person. We got the NFL Sunday games, early only, in the main slate. We need these to fill up. We already got one full. 3 for 6, 3 for 7, 7 out of 12 in that one. That'll run regardless. So let's fill this up. If you want to join the DFS Wolfpack, drop your username in the comment section. I'll add you to the league. You can create your own contest. You can join any contest that's up there. We're going to look over the slate. And how about my Yankees? Tonight, Severino. Let's get it. Baby Bombers, the baby Bronx Bombers. I'm hoping we can get by tonight. We got Verlander in Houston. It's going to be tough. We've already done the unthinkable. So, as long as we get one of these games, Yankees in the World Series. I'd say 2 years ahead of their time because I projected them to get better. Maybe make another acquisition over the offseason, whether it's Manny, Harper in 2 years from now or what. Like, I expect another big name to join the squad. And I like who we got. I hope we just get it done now. I really don't like the Dodgers. I think they got a good team. They're missing Seager. So we'll see what happens with that. And if our pitching's on, we keep it below a 2 ERA, our average. We got the best bullpen, arguably, in the MLB. The Yanks about to pull off the unthinkable. So hopefully batters stay hot. Judge continues to be productive. and Sanchez steps it up. And then our role players play their parts. So go Yankees. Looking at tonight, 10-game slate. We'll start with the point guard position. The Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, going up against Cleveland. If you remember last year, these games were real close. Well, one was real close, and the other one that I remember towards the end of the season, Cleveland had a 10-point lead, and Jason Kidd on a back-to-back pulled the plug and just called it a game. He didn't play his starters in the fourth quarter. I remember that game in particular because I was up a shit ton of money, and I had pretty much a game stack of this. I had like 3 to 4 players from the Cleveland-Milwaukee game, and I needed that fourth quarter run, I believe out of Giannis and a few others, and they had good value, but they would have smashed, they would have exceeded value. And they took out my players, and they didn't play them in the fourth. And I was real tilted. I was in line for a big payout, and ended up cashing a few hundred that night, just based on the fact they didn't get the fourth quarter run. And then Cleveland starters, they got pulled within the first minute or two, so of the fourth quarter. So I really like this matchup tonight. Giannis, he should come to play. He's looked great so far. He looks unstoppable, and we're gonna see what's happening here because we got Crowder now who can play defense, and we're gonna see if he can slow him down. I would imagine Crowder's gonna be the one that takes on the defensive challenge versus Giannis. So I like the play. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna get crazy and put him in a bunch of lineups. So we'll see. John Wall under 10,000 versus Detroit in play at home. I think whoever Avery Bradley covers, they're going to be somewhat limited. But let's say Avery Bradley covers Beal, John Wall, I think he could add the game where he's going to put up a monster score. So we'll see what happens between them two. I got to dig into it a little bit, and I'll know before a lock if I want to pull the trigger on one of them. Dame Lillard, 9,300. Indiana doesn't have Miles Turner tonight, so I really don't see this game staying close. I mean, Oladipo is going to have to do a lot in order for that to happen, and some of them role players are going to have to step up for Indiana. I really don't like Dame Lillard. You got McCollum coming back. If there's no McCollum, I'll probably pull the trigger on it, but I'm not. Steph Curry versus New Orleans. I like this matchup. This will be a game where I'll target some players and I'll get my exposure to it, most definitely. So Steph Curry, I like that. Kyrie Irving on the road. They're 0-2. Boston, they need a win. Kyrie under 9,000. Good matchup. I think he exceeds value. So someone I have at the upper top of the player pool. This dude, he gonna go off tonight. I just got a feeling. I think Kyrie Irving puts his team on his back and gets a win here. Looking at Kemba Walker at home versus Atlanta, I target point guards versus Schroeder. It's a thing. It's something I do. I like both sides of this. I like Schroeder as well, but not at that price. So in this price range, I'm gonna pay up for Kyrie, or I'm gonna ride out with Kemba. Kemba at home. Looking at Ben Simmons. Don't love the price. I'd say he's in play. The kid showed talent. He showed he's gonna have a bright future in this league. So I like Ben Simmons. At this price range, I'd probably prefer Kemba at home. Eric Bledsoe, I'm off. Phoenix looks like they're gonna be one of the worst teams in the league. So versus the Lakers, it could stay close. It could be a game. Lonzo Ball. We're gonna look into all that. D'Angelo Russell in play versus Orlando. Both of these point guards. There's a lot of point guards I like today, by the way. D'Angelo Russell, definitely in the player pool. Elfrid Payton as well. I like this matchup between the two. This is another game I'm going to target. So we got Golden State, New Orleans that I really like. We got Boston versus Philly that I really like. And then Orlando versus Brooklyn. These are 3 games I'm going to target heavy with the players that I select. So you got Russell, Payton. I'm off McCollum. Ricky Rubio. Don't mind it. Oladipo, you would assume he's just going to have to be the offense tonight. We'll see what happens with him. I'm off it. I'm not gonna ride that one. Lonzo Ball, 6,800. Burst Phoenix. I think he's in play. I'm not a Lonzo fan. I'm not big on Lonzo Ball. I think he's gonna have a good future in this league, and I think he does well this season. I just want his price to drop, really. That's 6,800. I'm going up. I'm gonna find the money and go up. Looking at Dennis Smith Jr., the price is just too much for me. I do like targeting guards versus Sacramento, but I don't know if I want to pay 6,600 for him. Collison, him and Oladipo are going to have to carry the team tonight. Drew Holiday. Now, going up against Golden State, he played almost 40 minutes last game. Yeah, 39 minutes, only 18 fantasy points. I don't like that. The attempts were there. He was not making any of his shots. So, I think Drew Holiday's in play. He could have a big game at 6,100. That's value right there, especially if he puts up a 40-plus, 35-plus. That'll be worth it. Jeff Teague, don't mind it. Avery Bradley. This is a player at 5,400 who could exceed value. It's just, he's a boomer bust play. And his bust really isn't a bust. So he's a good option. Reggie Jackson, I'm off. Don't want no part of that. George Hill, off that. De'Aaron Fox. 24 minutes, 25 DraftKings points. He's in the player pool. Low exposure to Fultz. Brogdon. Don't really love that. He's playing 40 minutes. Versus Derrick Rose. Goddamn, that's appealing. Alright, so Brogdon, yeah, throw him in there. Just based off that, throw him up in there. In play. Milwaukee tends to limit point guards, but it's Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose has a lot of weapons. And I'd say at 4,900, the price is just, it's appealing. So I think Rose is somewhat in play. I kind of prefer Brogdon in this situation here. And I think this game does stay close. So Jordan Clarkson in play. This kid's got talent. I wish he was on another team. And he could, man, if the Knicks could find a way to get Clarkson, I would like that. Take Hardaway. You can have him. Give us Clarkson. That's what we want. Looking at LeVert, going to get the minutes tonight. Jeremy Lin is out. So I expect Jeremy Lin's workload to get distributed through the other players. Kilpatrick, will he get minutes? He didn't really play last game. Terry Rozier at 4,200. Great value here. I like that play. Ish Smith could get some run if Jackson gets into foul trouble or is just having a bad game. Corey Joseph should get a lot of run here. Bayless, I'm off. Malik Monk, he didn't get that many minutes as I would have liked. 21. Didn't really do much with it. Tim Frazier, what do we got down here? Jordan Crawford, what's he doing? Not much. Dinwiddie, I'm off that. Langston Galloway, now he got some play and put up some fantasy points. Can he duplicate that? We'll have to see here. Don't love that play that much. And that's pretty much it. I mean, Augustine, he ain't doing much. That's about it. That's as low as I'm about to go. I don't think we have to go that low. Really don't. Looking at the shooting guard position, they got Steph Curry as a shooting guard. How crazy is that? That's something else right there. They got Jimmy Butler. I really don't like this team anymore. Minnesota was a team I heavily targeted last year. There was just so much value. You could stack the team and take down GPPs with no problem. Now you got so many weapons on offense that the ball is being distributed and the fantasy points are getting spread out. I do like Butler at 7,700, definitely. And I don't think there's anybody that can stop him here. He's got to be in play for me. That price is just crazy. I think Butler could just take control of the game, and he could definitely put up the numbers you're going to need. So I like Curry. I like Butler. I'm off Bledsoe. I'm off McCollum. I like Bradley Beal just a little bit, but Avery Bradley, again, who's going to be matched up with him? Who's going to be covering on defense? You got to think. Devin Booker, I'm off right now. I just really don't like Phoenix, even though this matchup isn't so bad. Oladipo, decent play. Klay Thompson, in play versus New Orleans. Middleton, I like this play a lot. 6,400 if the game stays close. Middleton plays a lot of minutes. So he played 43 minutes. And if this game stays close, I think he could do numbers. So I like Middleton. I like Giannis. I'll have one lineup where I kind of load up on a few players from this game. Drew Holiday, like I said, 6,100 in play if he's getting 40 minutes a game. Looking at Jaylen Brown, price went up 5,500. Still in play for me. This guy's seeing a lot of minutes, and he's looking good so far. I like that he's getting an opportunity to show off his talent. 40 minutes, 28 minutes. Let's see what he gets tonight in play. Jeremy Lamb, the price is up a little bit. I like him right around 5 personally, but maybe I keep people off him. I think he's in play versus Atlanta, without a doubt. Fournier in play. Bradley's in play. This is a good price range. This group of guys right here is just a lot of value. I like it. One or two of these guys are going to have a big game, without a doubt. Off of Rodney Hood, that's a joke. No way. Brandon Ingram, yeah. If he can start knocking down his jumpers, and if he just gets a little bit more aggressive, he could do big things, and Phoenix just look horrible. This could be a breakout game for Ingram. I've really been waiting for a monster game from Ingram, because he's going to explode one of these days, and I just hope I have him the day he does it, and especially if he's right around this price range. George Hill, I'm off. Buddy Hield in play. Wesley Matthews, somewhat in play, which will come in really low owned, so we'll see what happens there. I like targeting guards against Sacramento. I think that's still a thing. Looking at Bazemore, yeah, maybe. Torian Prince, I'm hoping his price goes down so I could start rostering him again. Let's see what he did last game. 26 minutes, 27 DraftKings points. He's productive. Looking at Bazemore, 27 minutes, 18. He's more of a boomer bust player. Fultz, 18, 17. Wade, what's up with Wade, man? Wade's one of them players like Jonas Valanciunas for me, that if I'm off him, he'll go off. If I play him, he'll have a mediocre game, or he'll start off really good, and then he'll disappear. So I think Wade's still in play at this price. 20 to 25, 30. It's a possibility that he even exceeds that value. So I like Wade. I still like him. Let's see what he does. If this game stays close, I think he's viable. Allen Crabbe had a good game last time out, and he should see the minutes. With Lynn out, I like that. Ingles, this guy here, he's going to get the minutes. Hayward's gone. This is their guy, so you can look at Ingles. I don't love it, especially with who he's going to be seeing on the other side of the ball. No thanks. Looking at Evan Turner, I'm off. Reddick. Clarkson, in play for me. Terrence Ross. Now, here's a guy at 4,300 that I like in this matchup. I told you this is one of the games I'm targeting. Terrence Ross definitely in play for me. This is some of the value you're going to want to use tonight. So I like Terrence Ross. I like the Orlando side of the ball from Vucevic, especially if Aaron Gordon's not playing. Terrence Ross, I'm telling you. Rozier in play. Skipping past these cats. Jonathan Simmons, I like that as well. I prefer Ross over Simmons, but I like this guy. Nick Young tonight, nah. I ain't messing with that. 8 for 9 field goals made, 6 for 7. He was just lights out. Can he duplicate that? I don't think so. No way. Now, J.R. Smith, if this game tends to blow out a little bit, which I doubt it does, yeah, he could get you 15 to 20. Marco Bellinelli, somebody to look at here, going up against his former team. If he gets north of 20-plus minutes, yeah, I think he could be in play here. Definitely. 3,500, that's value right there. 4 for 6 from 3, 7 for 14. Field goals, yeah. Free throws made, 2 for 2. Marco Bellinelli, yup. Take a look at him. Langston Galloway, somewhat in play. I'm not probably jumping on that, chasing them points there. That's as low as I'm probably going. Looking at Thabo, Ian Clark. Yeah, I'm good down here. That's about that. Looking at small forward, breaking it down quick. You already know a lot of these players. Giannis, LeBron in play. This game I like. I don't know how much I like it yet. Kevin Durant in play, 9,600. I don't see nobody stopping him from New Orleans. Ben Simmons, someone in play. Booker, I'm kind of off. I just don't like Phoenix as a whole right now. Middleton in play. Wiggins, I'm off, but he's not bad. Tobias Harris had a monster game 1. What a way to start off the season. I was all over this guy. I had him almost 100% throughout all my lineups. Today he's going to be matched up, I believe, with Otto Porter. No Markieff, so Otto might move around from 3, 4, depending on who he's going to guard. I still think he's in play. I don't know how much I like him, though. Looking at Thaddeus Young, should be matched up with Aminu. I'm off that. Jason Tatum, his price shot way up. I don't know if he could hit value at this price. I prefer Lamb. I prefer Covington. There you go. 5,700 Covington in play for me. Really like that. You've seen what LeBron and Giannis can do to Boston. Covington, if he gets going at home, I like Covington. He's no LeBron, he's no Giannis, but it's Bob Cov, man. Come on. Jaylen Brown in play for me. Harrison Barnes, I'm off. Otto Porter, maybe. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson at 5,400, yes. Fournier, yes. Brandon Ingram, yes. I'm off Hood. Hill, yes. Wes Matthews, maybe. And I'm just going over players, man. Prince, I like them. I like these guys. Jay Crowder at 4,700. If he out there playing defense, I don't know what he could do to stop Giannis, but if he out there just getting rebounds, doesn't get in foul trouble, he can make a few three-point shots, that's what I want to see. You would think Giannis would guard LeBron. So that could leave Crowder open. We'll see what happens there. So Marv Williams, maybe versus Atlanta. No Millsap. No Dwight Howard. Marv Williams, we've seen him have decent games out there. I like Terrence Ross, though. So that, if in this price range, I'm going Terrence Ross. No brainer. McCall, did they give him a good run? 19. Nah. I'm off that. Looking at power forward position, Anthony Davis, of course. He steps up when he faces off against Golden State. Big games last year. LeBron James in play. DeMarcus Cousins in play. These two are the Twin Towers. That's what I'm calling them. They're the Twin Towers. Like, it's going to take 2 planes to knock them down. So, I believe Draymond's playing tonight, too. So, it should be a good competitive game. I like Durant. I like Draymond. Draymond for the savings. Hopefully, he gets a full run. Aaron Gordon, if he's out, I like the value with Terrence Ross. Al Horford in play. 6,800 price went up versus Philly. He's going to be battling down low with my favorite player, Embiid. And hopefully Embiid gets his minutes. We're going to talk about him. Wiggins, I'm off. Cauley Stein, someone in play here. Tobias Harris in play. Randall, I don't mind him. 5,800. Tatum, I'm off. Covington. Why play Tatum when you can play Covington? Small forward. Been crushing Boston. I'm telling you, man, the trend might continue tonight. I think it does continue. I just don't know if it continues in a big way. Bob Covington knocking down his shots. It's going to happen. Favors. Let's see what's up with Favors, man. Not bad. Favors has always been one of those go-to guys for me in the past. And hopefully this year he's more healthy so I can start using him. Because I think they're going to need him. Without Hayward up in there taking all the shots. So looking at Ronnie Hollis-Jefferson, I like him. Saric, what you been up to? Not much. This guy, I'm going to keep an eye on this guy. I really like Saric. So hopefully there's some injuries down the road where I can plug and play this guy. Dirk Nowitzki, I'm so off. Even though he's at home versus, I'm just off him, man. I'm off him. too old. He ain't getting minutes. Getting taken out of games. 24 minutes. Come on, man. Look at that Kuzma, whatever you want to call it. I like this kid, but that he should get the run versus Phoenix, you would think. I don't know. 4,900. He got to come down a little bit. I am so off. We're going to talk about him in a second. Here we go. Scal. 33 minutes, 25. Okay, I like that. He was somebody I was playing a lot towards the end of the season last year. He's in play. I like this dude. He's all right. Marquise Chris. I don't want no parts of this cat ever again. I'm so done with him. There was a time last year where I could have took down a GPP and I had Rashawn Holmes and Chris, and they both got in foul trouble. And I was like 20 points from first on FanDuel. And I just needed these guys to have mediocre games. Just mediocre games. I think they ended up each around 20, like 18 and like 22 from Holmes. Holmes started off hot, but he got in foul trouble. And then Chris just has meltdowns on the court, man. It seems like as soon as they throw in the ball, there's like 2 fouls called on him right away. It's just, I don't know what he does, man. Because I'm watching the play-by-play. I didn't get to see it. But it's horrible. He's projected to start the season as team starting power forward. Now they're going with smaller lineups. You don't know what the coach is doing. Like, I just can't, man. I'm not putting my money on Phoenix this year. I don't trust a word they say. The team looks like they're in shambles. They still rolling out Chandler, come on, man. I don't know. Aminu, don't mind this cat. He's productive when given the minutes. Greg Monroe, same with him. If he gets the minutes, he could do something. I like Jay Crowder, though. Too cheap for me. I got to take him. And he's getting the minutes. He didn't really let us down too much last game, especially when LeBron when LeBron does numbers, everyone else suffers on the team. So, 1 for 5 from 3, 3 for 10. If he had a better shooting night, he would have a good game. So, looking at Harkless here. Not a bad play. Larry Nance. Not a bad play here, especially if given the time on the court. Boy Taj. I'm off that. 16. See Gorgie. That's unfortunate too. Man, Gorgie Dang made me some money last year. Can't even use him. Crazy. It's probably as low as I'm gonna go here. L. Jefferson should get some minutes tonight. Versus Nurkic. This might be value here. So keep an eye on L. Jefferson because I believe he's gonna get inserted in the starting lineup. He could have a good game. Versus Nurk. Or you might want to take Nurk. So we'll talk about that next. Center position. I like a lot of centers tonight. Anthony Davis, Cousins, yup. You could play him in 2 different positions. Power forward, center. Karl Anthony Towns, he could bust out tonight. I don't really want to mess with him. He's going to have his hands full with Gobert, so I'm going to be off that. I'm off Gobert too because Towns is a monster. One of my favorite players. I'm just off him tonight. I'd much rather try Embiid versus Boston, who struggles with rebounding. Maybe they pick it up just a little bit, but I doubt it. Nah, they're going to be the same as last year. I like Embiid. He's demanding to play more minutes, and if this game stays close, he's going to be on the court. And I think this game does stay close and maybe potential overtime, you know. And I like Vucevic, man, a lot. Who's guarding him on Brooklyn? Like, come on. Like, I like Vooch. And if the game goes back and forth, Vooch could have a good game, stays out of foul trouble, which he shouldn't have a problem. He should be fine. Vucevic. Drummond up against Gortat. I believe he got in foul trouble last game. Kind of hurt his fantasy score, 22 minutes. Yeah. I think Drummond's in play here. He'll be all right. I'd much rather prefer Vucevic. That game could get out of hand, though. Drummond looks... Detroit-Washington seems like it could be a closer game, or they could get blown out. Detroit can get blown out of nowhere. So, I don't know. Vucevic and Drummond probably would roll with Vucevic. And then you got Draymond at 73. And he's going to be playing tonight. It's going to be a big game. I like Nurkic. Kevin Love, I'm kind of off. I think just LeBron, man. He's going to take up too much of that offensive usage rate. He's going to be shooting the ball. He's going to be doing too much. Kevin Love, man. Can't do it. Can't do it with these guys around him. Nurkic in play. Horford, we already talked about. I like Horford. But at this price range, look at Dwight Howard going up against Atlanta. Dwight Howard put in work in his first game, 31 minutes. Hopefully this game stays a little bit closer here. And I like Dwight. I think Dwight will just shut down Atlanta real quick. Brook Lopez I like a lot too, 6,500. This cat right here, he can put in work. And he's going to draw out Tyson Chandler. Come on now. He's going to be on the three-point line chucking threes. It's going to be, let's see how many threes he put up. 1 for 5. Okay, so he shot 5 3-pointers. I like that. We're going to roll that out. Gortat could be in play here. 5,600, price still low. Randall in play here, 5,800. Gortat. Nerlens Noel had a good first game in 20 minutes. If he gets more minutes, you would want to play him, man. I don't like that Dallas has this player here. I wish he went to New York or somewhere we could ball out a little bit. Favors all right. Sarge, I'm off of right now. Scals, decent play. Dirk, I'm completely off. Don't even want to look at Chris. You in the doghouse probably for the whole season, man. This kid shows up to the game looking like a teenager, man. Like his first day in high school. Like crazy, man. This kid got to grow up or something. His mental got to get right. And the fouls, it's just, watch this kid's play-by-play and just, you're going to cringe when you see it. Greg Monroe, he needs minutes. Dwayne Dedman's going to have his hands full with Dwight. I don't really like nobody down here. Chandler, nope. Tristan Thompson, how many minutes did he get last game? 20, 14. Nothing really down here appealing to me. Nothing at all. So, okay, Boban. Hold up. Boban. Yeah, I don't know. Shit. I don't remember. I don't know about Boban. I got to look into him. But keep an eye on this cat, man. This cat, if he ever gets the minutes with Drum out, and he's 37, 3,500, roll him out. Don't forget about this cat right here, Marjanovic. Dude's like a creepy-ass looking freak on the court, but he puts in work. And I know a lot of you know that played DFS the last 2 years. This dude's ever in the starting lineup, and Drummond's out. Run him up. Sabonis should get some minutes tonight, but I'm not running his ass. And Zaza, let's see what's up with him. He's going to be taking on these monsters. I think Zaza could actually have a decent game here. At 3,500, he could probably get you like 22 DraftKings points. So look into him. Mozgov. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah. That's it. That's it. I got nobody else for you, man. That's it. Bender. This dude right here. That's a deep tournament flyer punt play and a half right there. Bender. And I'm going to end it with that. DFS Wolfpack, you want to join the league, hit me up. You can compete with me, everyone else that's in the group. And that's it. Good luck tonight in your contest. I'm going to give you my locks for the day. Lock plays of the day. I'm going to roll out Dwight Howard, Kemba, still like, you know what? It's either Terry Rozier or Jaylen Brown for me. We're going to put Rozier up in this one. And then we're going to look at, I like Covington here. Where's old boy at? Crowder, right? This is going to be some of my core builds for tonight. So I might drop off Kemba if I want some more value. And pay up to Kyrie, right? Then I might drop Dwight. Take a shot on Embiid tonight, right? Or Vucevic. Or I could drop down to Brook Lopez, 6,500. So that's what I'll be doing for tonight. These two players, these are players I'm going to have high exposure to tonight, though. These two players you'll see in a lot of my lineups. A lot of my lineups builds will have Crowder, will have Covington. I think they're going to get the minutes, and I think the matchup is good. And if Crowder is able to knock down some threes tonight, he could exceed value. So hit me up, DFS Wolfpack. You want to add me to your league? I would hate me too. IWOULDH8METOO. Hit me up on DraftKings, FanDuel. Let's get to this money.